Welcome to Just Weirdly Blended.
Today is Friday, October 1st, 2021. I'm Tom.
And I'm Jesse.
And we're coming to you live stream via Valerie Mercado's page.
Yes.
I think.
We're working on it.
If not, maybe not.
Let's see what happens.
Hold on.
Oh, go live. Now we're live. There we go. I think we're live. I don't know.
Hey, welcome to this week's episode of Just Weirdly Blended. It's Friday, October 1st, 2021. I'm Tom.
And I'm Jesse.
Welcome to this week's episode, as I already said.
Yeah.
You might think this is strange, and you might think that maybe Valerie's page has been hacked. No, it in fact has not. We come to you live from the Tri-Cities, Washington.
Yes.
A beautiful southwest corner of Washington State.
Yeah. Wine country of Washington.
Wine country of Washington. Very elite.
It's actually...
Very elite.
Yakima's considered the Palm Springs of Washington.
Yes, so we are, I believe,
an hour.
What would we be? We would be...
We're the real Palm Springs of Washington.
We're the Los Angeles of...
I think we're better. I don't know. I've only been in LA.
If you ever come here, there's golf courses and beauty year round. Anyway,
a lot of outdoor stuff.
Yeah.
Like
but tons and tons of wineries are coming up in the world.
Yeah.
On last week's show, we talked a little bit about if you've been or are in a relationship that maybe isn't the best or healthiest relationship for you.
Yeah, a little toxic.
A little toxic, or things have gotten a little beyond that point, and you feel like maybe you're in danger, need some help. We actually thought about it and wanted to throw this out to you. There is a National Domestic Violence Hotline that you can call. Maybe you already know about it, but if you don't, the phone number is 1-800-799-SAFE. Excuse me. So there's 1-800-799-7233.
Oh.
They also have a website that looks like it has chat options and maybe some other ways that you can get in touch if talking on the phone isn't the best way for you.
I know I'm not a big talker on the phone. I'd rather chat with someone.
No, especially with difficult conversations to have.
I don't know. Some people can express themselves better through like typing or through writing. I know for me, myself, I'm more of a, I can express myself writing more than talking on the phone.
Yeah. So it seems like they have a lot of different ways that you can communicate the best way that works for you. So if you're in a bad situation, we just really encourage you to believe in yourself and do what you can to keep yourself safe. Because we care about you. We hope that you care about yourself. And we want you to have a beautiful life. Anyway, with that said, what's been going on for you this week, Jesse?
This week, well, I've been traveling a lot for work. I've been going to Spokane pretty much every day since Tuesday.
So let's remind or / tell for the first time, what was your commute?
My commute originally?
So work. No, recently since COVID shut down, has been your commute?
So my commute recently has been about 10 feet, maybe less. So from my bed to my desk.
He hasn't quite measured it out. It's not maybe 5 steps.
It's like going to there. But no, it's pretty close. So I've been working from home since the whole COVID thing started, and before my commute was about an hour. So I mean, it wasn't terrible, but it was also not the best. Yeah, getting home late sucked. So recently, one of my techs were out sick, and so I had someone go Monday to cover for her, and that made us down a tech. So I took it upon myself to go travel there and go to Spokane because we were in the middle of a project, and so we just had to get it going, do a lot of testing. So I traveled there, and that's from the Tri-Cities to Spokane. It's roughly 2.5 hours, maybe a little less.
Yeah. Beautiful drive. Gorgeous drive.
It's boring.
Tumbleweeds, hills,
a lot of flatland.
Yeah, dried up canals.
There's some canyony spots that look nice, but once you get towards Spokane, it's very foresty, and it looks really
Spokane
pretty.
itself is actually a very cool area.
It's a cool little
it is.
It's a small city, but it's big.
It's a big Washington city, but it's not.
I want to say Tri-Cities might still be like Tri-Cities as a whole might still be bigger population-wise.
So, I don't know population. So at least it used to be Tacoma. For those of you that know about Washington and want to get involved in this, Tacoma and Spokane historically had this feud going of who was second largest in the state. And my grandmother, who was a lifelong Tacomaite, used to get so angry about Spokane. And she would almost shake and be like, they think they're bigger than us.
Tacoma?
I was like, Grandma, chill out. Nobody cares.
I'm not a Tacoma.
But she cared a lot. So she passed away. That was unfortunate.
Rest in peace, Grandma. To Grandma.
I don't think it was due to my grandma. I don't think it was due to that argument, but she would get pretty fired up over it. So I don't know. I don't think we're quite as big as Spokane is. Spokane's a pretty decent sized community, known for white supremacy and
A lot of
some homelessness, some other issues.
I did notice it was the homeless population was pretty big over there, comparable to, not comparable to Seattle, but like
no, but
it was a lot bigger than I remember it.
Yeah. Even when I went to school
unfortunate.
over there was surprisingly a large number of homeless folks.
The city's pretty cool. There was a couple things there I think I want to take my wife to. Mm-hmm. It'd be cool, maybe like a double date.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that'd be cool.
Leave the kids out with someone.
Yeah. They actually, so they have more of an established scene.
They have an escape room there that I would want to check out.
Really? What's the escape room?
It's like I think it's called Think Center or something. It's an escape room, so it's like, it sounds cool. Like you go in there
like
and
pretty legit.
Yeah, you got to figure your way to get out of a room, I guess. I don't know. It sounded pretty cool, though.
I think
try to
get out of a room, I think is the idea.
Yeah, it looks cool, though. It sounds really cool. I think it'd be fun just to do it. I've never done that.
I've never done an escape room.
Nah, me neither.
Ever. And I've heard of some really cool ones.
I played on my phone. I'm trying to escape a room.
But it's just so easy to get out of the phone.
Yeah. When I'm getting chased.
Turn it off.
The wife's mad at me and I'm chasing him, I gotta escape my room.
Okay, that would be the best escape room. Your wife is angry.
I remember
and wants to kill you.
Luckily, that's never happened. Although when I was younger, my mom. I was kind of a shit sometimes as a kid. Well, we all were. I guess not everyone, but anyway, most of us were, pretty shitty sometimes. We were young and dumb. But yeah, I said smarting off to my mama. She didn't take that so well. And I remember she came after me. And I ran outside. I ran out of the house. I remember it's like getting chased in an alleyway. You tell the garbage man?
Yeah.
Well, I threw the hamper behind me. I was like, just slow her down. No, she get me. And so I ran out the house in my boxers. I was just in boxers and just like my shirt, and I ran. There was this house that was just like adjacent from ours.
Yeah.
So it wasn't super far, but they had this stairs that went down into their backyard, and I went into the stairs and just sat there and was like, I'm gonna wait for my mom to cool down, and I could see her. And I was looking, I see her coming out the house looking for me. I'm gonna wait this out.
How pissed was she? Was just like pacing back and forth.
She was pretty pissed. Not to the point where, I don't know if your parents were ever this mad, but my mom, I remember when I was younger, I got caught stealing at Fred Meyer's, right? Yeah. I don't recommend stealing. Stupid.
Not good.
Yeah, it was stupid. It was dumb. I was young and an idiot. But I got caught stealing, and my mom showed up, because obviously I got caught like an idiot, right? And my mom shows up, and my mom doesn't say a word. We're in the car. She doesn't say a word. And my mom's silence was like more than words. Because, when mama's silent, like, I'm dead. I start crying because I already knew something was wrong. But, yeah. I remember I was scared as shit because my mom usually is a yeller.
Yeah.
And she wasn't yelling that. Or boys. Oh, hey, boys.
We almost got the kids in here.
So, to some of you, I guess we should give a background on who we are, really.
Well, yeah. So, the whole premise here, you'd be like, okay, these guys are talking. Why are they talking to us? They just seem like these two guys. So, we are.
We're friends. Best friends.
We are great, great, great friends. We have been for, 3 years? 4 years?
Something
longer? I don't even know.
Probably longer. No, it's got 5 years easy. Okay. I've been married 5 years. Or 4 years. Wait. Been at our house 5 years, married 4 years.
Yeah, whatever. We've been friends for a while. So the backstory to this, he was married years ago.
Yeah.
To a fine young lady.
She was nice.
She was
Nice young
a
lady.
great gal.
My baby's mother.
Unfortunately, things didn't work out.
No.
But fortunately for things not working out, I met her,
Mm-hmm.
fell in love, married her.
Yep.
We were cool with each other. We tried to treat each other with respect, and
I always thought you were. For me, what the whole thing was, you treated her good, and you treated my daughter good. So for me, that's all I cared about. Like,
and for me, it was making sure I wasn't stepping on toes and being respectful of you as a father and all this.
Yeah.
So we were, very compatible as far as gentlemen trying to do the right thing in this situation, this blended situation. Sorry for anybody that thought this might be about wine. We could talk about wine, but it's really about blending families and how to successfully do that. Yeah, this is a fantastic blend of whiskey. But, just weirdly blended. Somehow we managed to get this great friendship out of the idea. Really, it started with hiking.
Yep.
I needed a hiking partner. He was willing to do it. I was like, yeah, sure.
Let's do this.
And we just realized how much we actually had in common. So we have a friendship that sort of supersedes the family that we find ourselves in.
Well, the cool thing is we're at your house. My family, I'm married. I got remarried, obviously, and my wife and obviously my ex-wife, his wife, they get along just great.
Yeah.
Our kids get along great. Right now, our boys are spending the night. My son came over and he's out right here. They're trying to break into the room right now. Yeah, they keep
come in.
They keep trying to come in.
Come in,
kids.
We've talked about
get your butt in here.
Those of you that haven't listened to all the episodes, if you care to go back and listen, we talk about them a lot. You'll hear this story again. But
they're exactly a month apart.
They're exactly to the day a month apart.
Yeah, the 18th.
And are you guys coming in? Or
come here, JJ.
No?
I want to come in.
They come in. We talked about you. You guys can come in and introduce yourselves. So, for those of you that have been with us from the beginning, which maybe one of you,
that's
more. Come here.
That's
this
Tom's
is
son.
Elliot
Come here.
right here,
And this is JJ. He's a little taller than this.
also known as Little Baldy.
This is JJ, my other son.
And that's JJ right there. Hey.
And I have a penny. Let's see.
Oh, he's got a penny. Look at that penny.
It's on the ground.
Oh, sweet. Was it a
heads
lucky
up?
penny? Yeah, right. Was it heads up?
You know what? A penny's on the ground. It's good luck no matter what.
Whatever. Money's money, right?
Love you, kid.
What's up, JJ?
Our boys are spending the night hanging out. Come on, buddy.
Yeah, I just wanted to see. Whoa.
Kids are crazy.
Well, come on,
If you guys have kids, you should already know.
You want your YouTube channel?
You already know.
Isn't this it?
Yeah, it's kind of.
Anyway, so these are the boys. And then Elena. So Jesse,
I have a daughter.
My wife, their daughter.
She's 12 now.
She's 12. She's about 3.5 when I met her.
Yep.
You're going crazy.
I still can't believe it's been that long.
It's been a long road.
It's been a while.
But it's
going crazy over here.
I know. This is why you don't have kids in television shows. I'm pretty sure. All right, we love you. So you want to go? You want to go play?
You guys gonna go play, buddy?
All right, you guys.
We'll talk about you some more, okay, bud? Yeah. What'd you want us to title this? Black X, or what'd you say?
I remember comment thing, but
All right, buddy, go. Okay. Love you.
All right, we love you guys.
Get your ass out of here. No, I'm just kidding.
My wife almost ran in and yanked him out. Like
Get him by the throat.
Did you ever see that video of that poor guy? He was like, he's a professor somewhere.
Sweaty.
Oh man, he was trying to. I'm sure everyone's seen this. He was on like BBC or something to talk about North Korea and international policy. So he's on like global news, and he's in a room like doing this, and his little daughter walks in.
Oh yeah.
Like I think she's eating a popsicle.
Yeah.
Cutest kid, and he like freezes. I can only imagine like the terror that you would feel inside is like, I'm on not national, I'm on global news talking about North Korea. And,
yeah, we're not bombing.
And she's just in there. And then all of a sudden you see the little baby in the little stroller thing walk in, and then the mom flies in and grabs both of them. Poor guy.
You know what? I don't know if I've seen that video.
Really? Oh, really? Look it up.
I'll have to.
So that guy, I mean, man, I respect it. I loved learning about Asian history. North Korea is a very sad place.
Oh, for sure.
And so I just thought it was great that he was talking about this very serious subject, and this total situation of levity just completely ensued. It was a fantastic video. I wish I knew what it was called. Google it. You can find it. I guarantee you can find it. It was great.
Google's the best, to be honest.
So those are our boys that bombed us. That was Elliot and JJ. They're pretty great.
Yeah, they're good kids.
They're funny. They're fun.
JJ always wants to, like I said, he's always like, hey, Papa, I want to go spend the night. Today was no different.
Nope.
He's like, he even told me today, he goes, hey, Papa, I feel like this is kind of like not a habit, something he's getting used to.
Yeah.
You know,
like a routine.
Routine. That's the word you use. Routine. I can't.
So what's that word for something?
What's that word? You know, it's like a routine.
Normal cycle.
But yeah, he was just saying, I feel like it's routine to come here and hang out. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'll find out if you can come spend the night or whatever. I don't know. I didn't know if he was going to his grandma's or what was going on.
Yeah, pretty much. Anytime the kids want to spend the night, they do, and that's fine. So I think it goes back and forth.
Which brings me to some of the stuff kids say, which is crazy. Because young kids say some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Like my son's notorious for saying some crazy stuff. He's very, although he's quiet there, he's he's pretty well spoken for his age. I like to say, and he really says what's on his mind a lot, and his no filter. He's very polite in his way. He's very what we call old soul.
Yeah,
sometimes
pretty typical 7-year-old, but yeah, definitely an old soul. Yeah,
he's such a smart ass sometimes. But like the other day, I come in the house and I'm like, I call him Little Monkey. I'm like, "What's up, Little Monkey?" And he looks at me and goes, "What's up, Little Chunky?" And I was like, "Oh, you little shit." I couldn't help but laugh though. Alicia, my wife, heard it. She was just dying.
God, I tell you,
and it was pretty funny.
They're funny, man.
And then, lately, when he if he gets in trouble and stuff, I'll tell him, hey, don't be doing that. There's consequences to your actions. We just gotta watch what we say. Blah blah blah. This typical things you say to kids.
Yeah.
And he's all, okay, Papa, okay, whatever. He listens, and then Mom comes, and Mom's like, starts telling him the same thing, and he goes, "I know, Mom. Papa already told me." She's like, "No," but he goes, Mom, you don't need to tell me. I already know. Papa's already told me.
I'll bet that makes Mom really happy.
She laughs every time. Actually.
That's good. That's good.
She's like, "Oh gosh, you little shit." She doesn't call me shit, but kids.
She could.
That's an endearing term we call kids, obviously.
Yeah, my family, we always call children little shit. It's like, like my dear, my darling.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's a loving term of endearment. No, the kids are great. I do have to say though, the girls, Louie, my mother-in-law, the other day was over. She said, someone's been sleeping in the window box. We have a basement, so in the front of the house will be an entire house. It's like a complete sunken basement. So we have those window boxes.
Is that outside of Lena's room?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, they decided to make a bed in the dirt outside of the window. And it's like tons of blankets and pillows and fun things.
They had that over there in the summertime.
Oh. So apparently I haven't been looking around my house very much. I didn't know that.
And we're talking, so when you look down from the street level down, you're looking, 8 feet?
You're looking down to
you have to use
just
a ladder
about the
to
ground level of the basement.
Well, I mean, how far is it from the ground?
Yeah, it's got to be at least 7, if not 8 feet.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty deep.
I'm missing hairs here. But
no, so I remember a few months ago, I was like...
So it's been rained on a number of times.
Never put it away.
Never put it away. And I didn't know it existed until Louise was afraid. I think someone has snuck onto your property and has set up a camp outside of the kid's window. She's like, you better make sure that they lock that window. I'm like, look, I'm pretty sure it's them going out that
100% it's them, because I'm telling you, I went to come pick up Cheeky one day. It's my stepdaughter, my daughter. She's my daughter. I went to go pick her up one day because they were having a sleepover. And, we pull up in the driveway, and I'm like, John, come on, where are you guys at? And then she's like, look. And I look down in there, and I see the whole setup. I'm like, were you guys sleeping right here? Yeah. And I'm like, you guys are crazy. Clean that up, though.
How long ago was that? Months.
June, July.
Oh, my God.
We're talking.
This is almost embarrassing now. I've just revealed how little I pay attention to my own home.
Well, the crazy thing is, I swear to goodness,
maybe they did pick it up. Maybe they just redid it.
They must have, because I swear I've looked down there.
Yeah, and I have done
I'm
things
here all the time.
to my house.
We live. Oh, and that's another thing. We live less. No, not less, but about a mile.
Yeah, away.
If I meant it was like 1.1 miles. It takes me 2 minutes to get here.
Yes,
easily.
Driving it's like 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, for
walking
sure.
I think it's like 18. We've done both. It's down.
Yeah, you're right. It's about 18 because the school's just right there, just a little past.
Okay. Hey, drink responsibly, right? If you're gonna drink.
Yeah, I mean, I drink, and then when I drive, it's only a mile.
Do the responsible thing. Don't drive very far when you drink.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't drink and drive.
Yeah, don't.
That's the right thing. That's the right move. Don't drink and drive.
I've gotten driven home a couple times. I remember.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, and then I drove.
I drove and then he drove.
No, I remember
Wonka
picked me up.
Yes. Oh, that was a great
because I started walking home. I was already by the school, and I think she picked me up.
Yeah, so there's a school kind of in between our houses. Yeah, you got.
I don't remember.
Down.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I was too intoxicated.
Well, the story that I heard that night was I gave Jesse a ride. He kind of looked at me funny, but he got in the car and I got him home safe. And I was like, okay, good.
Yeah.
Because we were both, I think, feeling it that night. And
I know I was because Alicia went home. She took the kids home earlier. And I wanted to stay and hang out like always. I like to hang out. Once I'm hanging out, I like to chill. I like to hang out. And just we're just playing.
It's the weekend, So
but I work at home, so I get bored.
The next day, when you told me what you thought, the thought that went through your head, I died because he looked at me and I looked over at that car and I thought, I think I'm going to get raped.
Yeah.
And then,
whatever, I need to ride home.
Fuck it. And she actually audibly heard you say, fuck it, and you got in the car. Yeah. And then, after you got it, you go, oh, Blanca! So, at that point, you knew you were safe.
Yeah.
So that's really the way you want to make decisions. Just say, fuck it, do whatever you think you shouldn't do, and then you later go, oh, I should or shouldn't have done that.
I mean, 50-50.
Don't take that advice. That's not what you should.
I don't know what time
it was. Dark. It was very dark.
It's dark now.
It's dark now. It's 9:09. Oh my god.
It's terrible.
Terrible. It was dark this morning.
I
hate that. That's the worst. This is the first day I had to turn the lights on in the morning getting ready. Usually I go out and it's just like, whatever. No, and I have been pushing it this year. I'm up at like 6:30. That's like the latest I can possibly get up.
That's about the time I get up. I know work for me doesn't start till 8, but the girls have school.
Yeah.
So usually I'll get up 6:30. I'll get myself ready. Cause I still like to get ready for work. Obviously, video calls. I got meetings or whatever. So
you got to throw that shirt over.
I mean, I might be in my basketball shorts and like a shirt, but when the meetings come, I put on a polo.
Yep.
Play the part.
Throw a tie on. Yeah, I used to.
I might have once.
All right. Hey, you're there.
Half done.
Clip on.
Which I do miss. I miss getting the ties on and stuff.
So,
even though my drive to Spokane sucked because it was so far, it was nice to actually be out and about. Obviously, like I'd be out there, and it was what I was doing was just testing stuff, and so a lot of times I'd just be like sitting there, emailing, talking to my team, doing whatever, and then like, hey, try it now. Nope, don't work. Try it now. Nah, still same thing. That's what a lot of it was.
Techie stuff.
But it was rough. Like this morning, I had to get up at 5.
Just to get there on time?
Yeah, because I had a meeting at 9, and it had to be over there. And so I left at like 6. I got there a little earlier than I thought. But, whatever. What are you going to do?
What are you going to do about it?
I get paid mileage.
There you go. What more can you ask?
You know what was crazy, though? So the other day, I'm like, it was yesterday, right? Yeah, no. Thursday? Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah.
So yesterday morning, I'm like, I look at my gas, I'm like, you know what? I can make it pretty far before I need to gas up, right?
Yeah.
So mind you, this road trip to Spokane, there's points where there's nothing.
Yeah.
There's small towns in between. You get some gas, here and there.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm like, shit, I'm getting close. And so I get on Google Maps. I'm like, nearest gas station. It's like Lind, Washington. I'm like, all right, sweet. I can make it there. My light's on, right? It was like 30 miles to empty or something like that.
Yeah.
I start driving to where this is telling me this gas station is. I drive.
It's closed.
Oh, no, it's even better than that. I get there, and it's like, your destination's on your right. And I look to my right, and I'm like,
There's nothing.
there's a place where a gas station was.
Oh.
There's just, like where the pumps were, there's no pumps, but there's
like
the remnants
concrete
of where pumps used to be. And I'm like,
wow,
are you kidding me? But on my way driving, like I see a gas station, but you can tell it's run down. There's nothing. There's cars out there for sale. This town is not a place for me. Being Hispanic, I felt very comfortable driving through. I was just like, oh my God, I'm going to get murdered. I'm going to get raped.
This is going on TV. This is going to be a story.
Yeah. So I get there, and there's this big sign that says gas, and I look, and I start driving, and
gotcha.
There's just, no, seriously.
Really?
All you see is this, like, gravel area, and there's no gas pumps. I'm like, what the fuck?
Wow.
This is bull. And then I had to backtrack, get back on the highway, and then I'm stressed, because I'm like, holy shit.
That's 30 miles.
Now I just wasted like 6 miles.
6 miles, okay.
And now I'm getting close. The next gas station's 15 miles away or something like that.
Yeah.
So I made it, thank God. But all I kept thinking was, if I have to walk, this is going to suck, man. Semi-trucks are going to pick me up, and then I'm going to go missing.
And that's it.
That's it. That's all she wrote. There's Jesse's shirt left on the road. He got murdered. No, it was crazy, though. Like, fuck Google Maps. That gas station does not... I need to be like, hey...
Google be the one place that would know that wasn't a gas station anymore?
So, there's Google Maps, and then I've been using this app called My Ways,
yeah.
which is pretty cool, because my Google Maps has been fucking up. It'll, like, stop. It's like, connection lost. And I'm like, whatever, I got full connection. Whatever. But the My Ways app was saying the gas station's 15 miles, but it's, like, behind me. It's like, go down here, take a left, and then go back. And I was like, no, I'm not going to backtrack 15, 20 miles to get gas, which, in hindsight, maybe I should have.
Well, did you break down?
Nah.
You made it.
Whatever.
So where did you end up getting gas?
Ritzville?
Tokyo. Oh, Ritzville.
No, just before Tokyo.
Tokyo station.
There's a Tokyo, but it's Tokyo.
Yeah. Apparently somebody didn't know how to spell. Why they chose to name this place Tokyo, I don't know. It's literally a truck stop and a weed store.
Oh yeah, cannabis.
That's all this place is.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? California, Washington. That's what we got. Oregon. Hey, the West Coast. Hey, the West Coast.
Yeah, those of you out in Denver, huh?
I don't know.
Cannabis and truck stops, they go hand in hand. Let me tell you, that's all I want is my drivers smoking a little.
California was like my sister state when I was growing up, because I'm from Nevada.
There you go.
I lived in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
So that's why the Niners and stuff.
California was like my sister state once removed, because Oregon was between
the damn tree of the state.
Yeah. Oh, Oregon.
My sister-in-law lives in Oregon. I'm always... tree huggers.
So all Oregon is like Portland and then everybody else.
There's not much.
No, it's like
there's small Salem and stuff there, but they're small towns.
Yeah, they're probably a little.
We got some
too, but
like we have clinics over in Salem and Portland.
Yeah, those areas are bigger. Like I guess like the general Portland metropolis. But yeah, I got no hate.
I don't. Okay, so I don't. Hate. I'm not a big fan of Portland. I'm not like.
But Portland, the big cities just have so many problems now. Dude, I don't know. I don't know what the answers are. But
I don't know. I lived in Seattle. I lived in Seattle for years until obviously I met Blanca, and then I moved here to the Tri-Cities. But I love small towns. I'm not even.
Well, this sound like what I like about this area is it's not like ridiculously small anymore. It used to be definitely smaller, and it's gotten to the point where like there's stuff to do. Maybe not so much for kids.
Dude, we got axe throwing now.
We got axe throwing. You don't know what living is until you throw an axe at a board.
Yeah, with your wives?
With your wives.
That was a pretty cool date, though.
And then when she goes back with the axe and your life flashes before your eyes, because she clearly
knows
exactly what she's doing. Yeah. I had open heart surgery.
You know where I got
Didn't
this
even need
scar?
You don't know what happened to my eye?
Yeah.
It was great, though. It was a good time. I think Blanca was the best out of everybody. She nailed it. She nailed the board.
Yeah, I still think I won overall.
I think you actually did. I'm just giving my wife props.
Yeah, she did good. Alicia did good too.
Yeah,
They
the
both did pretty
girls.
good.
I think if it was a fight,
You did pretty good though.
I got pretty good.
You got pretty good.
I kept so I just watched.
Your arm gets sore.
By the way, you got to mention this, John Wick. I just watched. I think it was the third installment of John Wick.
Did you finish it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Finally.
Well, yeah, I know it took like a year.
So I got in these movies.
John Wick, highly recommended.
They're great movies.
Great. If you like action movies, Keanu Reeves kills men in ways that I can't even describe.
Oh, there's ways.
It's insane.
There's actually, if you go to like Google, there's actually counts of each movies, how he killed them, like his shot count.
Yeah.
Like he was 80% of his hits or whatever.
Kill shots.
Like it was crazy what he killed them with. Like
yeah, and he lets everybody close, grabs them, shoot.
But what I love about him is like
crazy.
he gets messed up too.
Oh yeah, he's walking with a total limp.
Because some of those movies where they're super badass, they like not get touched.
Well, and like they don't run out of bullets ever.
But see, that's what's cool about John Wick.
He shoots 80 people. John's always like figuring out how to get a clip or stealing somebody else's clip or building a gun out of 3 different guns.
That was cool. But I like the fact that he actually trained for that.
I
stuff.
know.
That was
Keanu Reeves.
The shooting techniques are real, apparently. And so.
Like, I don't know. That guy, he's got some skill.
No, if you've seen his training, it was legit awesome.
He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
And that scene, though, there's a scene where he kills a guy with an axe. And that's like what he does. He just like slowly lifts it up. And he throws it, and it just clocks this guy. Who's like probably totally dazed and confused. He's just sitting there like, ugh, and then John slaps him right in the head.
Yeah.
So every time I go out and be like, it's just nothing. I'm like, I can do it too. And then you go to hit it, and like the axe turns sideways and slaps the wall.
Yeah.
And it's like,
when me and Alicia first went, there was a kid there, and he was cool. He was cool giving us pointers, and he was cool. But Alicia likes to talk shit sometimes. She likes playing around and stuff. So she was making jokes, but he was actually really good. What the cool thing was, he was a lefty like myself.
Oh.
So like for me, it was cool to watch. Cause I'm like, oh, easy.
You knew what to do.
But I think I got it down pretty easy just because. I don't know. By nature, I play sports.
So. Okay, show off. Okay.
Yeah, no, I just.
He plays sports, everybody. Okay.
I love.
Man among men over here. I'm telling you. I don't play a lot of sports. I play golf. Mediocrely.
Dude, we both. And golf. Golf's awesome.
Golf's fun.
I don't care what
if you shit on golf.
I'm not even. I was one of those guys that I think shit on golf when I was younger.
But you've learned. You've blossomed into it.
Which we need to go golfing again.
We do.
So like we said, we go golfing. We've gone kayaking. We've gone hiking together. Mm-hmm. Slept in the woods. That was sketch though, because we were like literally in the middle of the forest. There was nothing.
We were in the middle of nowhere, and the beautiful
hanging in kayaks.
We hung our kayaks from the trees. It was glorious. And wonderful.
Those hammock tents.
And let me tell you, if you've never slept in a hammock, there's a way to do it and a way not to do it. We definitely did it the way you don't do it.
It sucked.
I didn't sleep.
Oh, I did. I didn't sleep because all I could think was there's a cougar.
I slept long enough for a squirrel to scare the shit out of me so bad, I almost crapped myself.
You had a firearm. I had
a firearm.
I had my machete, and I was like this, and I slept with it up because I was thinking, okay, if a cat comes at me, what if he jumps down from the tree? He'll land on this first.
Yeah.
I'll fire it. You think all these things? If a cougar really came at me, I would just die.
Oh, I should think I was like, can I actually get the gun out? Because like a hammock just wraps around your body like a cocoon. So I'm just like laying there like, I could definitely defend myself.
Dude,
I think I would have died. I think it was a chipmunk because it was little, but like it woke me up. I was so scared, and then I look, and it's frozen, and then skitters off like as fast as it can.
You shit your pants.
Both of us shit a little.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, but I can't go wipe myself because it's fucking scary. It was
you wore your brown pants that day.
I wore my brown pants on purpose because I knew. Dude wipes. Dude wipes. I'm going to give a shout out to dude wipes. Yeah. Why? Because we're dudes.
Oh, you need dude wipes.
Gotta wipe your dudes. You know
I'm not even going to lie to you.
I don't think I use them.
Wipes are amazing.
Yeah, you got to. Out there. Oh, man. I didn't realize how bad we smelled after 2 days until we got in the car to go home. That was the moment I was like, whoa.
Rough. I just remember the next morning, I went to go and monkey butt myself up so I don't chafe. I highly recommend some powder. Chafing sucks.
Gotta do something.
Bad. Anyway, I'm off a distance, and I'm pants down to my knees. I'm just, powdering up.
Doing your deal. Yeah.
Just doing whatever. And then I hear like a growl or something. I pulled up quick, and I remember
spirit of the woods.
I ran backwards. I backpedaled, and then I took off. And I remember telling Tom, dude, there was something there. It growled. I don't know what the fuck it was.
So I grabbed.
In my head, it was a bear.
Yeah.
In hindsight, from what I hear, deer can make this noise.
It was me shitting myself.
Oh no, I'm pretty
sure. It could have been a deer. Well, okay.
Well, no, I've heard deer can make these noises that sound not like a growl, but similar.
Yeah, like a guttural kind of.
So when I talked to Bucket,
yeah.
He said, "Oh, deer can make these noises if they feel scared or elk or something." I was like, "I don't know. I didn't see
deer scared for it. You were the one shitting. I mean, like,
I wasn't even shitting. I was just.
You were just butt.
I was powdering it up.
You were butting it or whatever.
I was using the powder.
Okay.
So I won't chafe.
Dry powder.
Yeah. I was powdering. Got the baby powder, whatever.
Johnson and Johnson's in there.
Get some of that asbestos in there.
We love Johnson and Johnson. It's a family company, a great company. Okay, nothing against Johnson and Johnson. I got their
asbestos in our babies.
Asbestos in the baby daughter. Okay.
You might have asbestos in your arm.
I do. I think they ground up.
Are we allowed to talk vaccines anymore?
Probably. I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. Nicki Minaj got in trouble for talking.
Oh, we don't want to get banned. I'm vaccinated. Get vaccinated.
I'm hyphenated.
Get vaxxed. Woo. Okay. Anyway, back to talking about animals in the woods. The best story I have of a weird ass sound in the woods. My friends and I in college were going to go camping, and it was there's this place called Turnbull National Wildlife Refuge, and it's right outside of Cheney, which is right outside of Spokane. Anyway, look it up on a map. It's a cool place, big open space. And it was like November, so it was cold and dark, right? So we get out there like 5 o'clock.
It gets cold over there.
It gets cold. It was already snow covered on the ground. But we're going to what do we know? We're like, I was 18.
Yeah.
So we're going to go and set these tents up. We're out there, and it gets pitch black. And I mean, pitch black. We had one light, a flashlight, and we're setting up these tents, and all of a sudden, I hear the loudest, women's shriek I've ever heard in my life. It was like a blood-curdling scream of murder. And all that flashed in my head was Blair Witch. God. I just was watching little twig people in the trees.
Stuff start hanging up.
I start backing up. I'm like, guys,
I'd be gone.
We were all we were playing it cool. I didn't really back up inside. Set these tents up.
Inside you were
inside.
Crying.
I was like, oh god. And we all did, because all of a sudden, I think it's about time to be getting back now. And then we got back, and I found out that rabbits will make that noise when they're hunted. So all that happened was, Roger Rabbit got himself caught by a coyote.
I heard a rabbit when I was younger, and it's scary, dude. They sound like...
Try hearing that out in the middle of the dark woods. Yeah, I was just like, guys, I think we can leave.
I remember I went hunting with Bucket over, it was north of Spokane, about an hour or so. So Spokane's creepy, apparently.
Well, it's very woodsy.
But the grouse. Oh, it is. It's, like I said, beautiful.
Gorgeous place.
Never went hunting, but we're hiking in the woods, and it's, it's not dark or anything, but
it's still
you hear
isolated.
These noises, and grouse, they're kind of big, and when they flutter, they sound like they're loud as shit.
Yeah. Big wings.
Oh yeah, dude, it scared the shit out of me. I'm like, what the fuck was that, Bucket? He's like, oh, that's just a grouse.
Just a grouse.
Like, okay. And then we start hiking back up to his property, back to the campsite.
Yeah.
And there's snow out there, and you see prints, and it was cougars. So a cougar at one point was behind us.
Nice.
We never knew.
Just stick your fingers in the poop. That's fresh. Yeah.
Dude, I learned quite a bit, because there was bear scat at our campsite, and it's pretty large, but it has berries in it and shit, so you know, and you taste it.
You know, weird. Bears eat berries.
And fish.
And fish. That seems like...
Dude, they got an incredible diet.
They do. I mean, you think
Do
about
you think there's a bear diet?
I think bears never die.
No, I mean, do you think there's like a bear diet?
Yeah, I do.
I need to go on.
Dr. Oz, like the bear edition, gets on there and
mean-
says, I do. I mean...
Dr. Oz here?
What's his first name? I don't even know.
His name's Dr. Oz.
Hey, guys, by the way, if you're listening and you need... What is it?
A pill.
A pill.
But we know. If you need a pill, it's Viagra, pretty much. I got this in the mail. I'm used to getting spam in my emails. I'm sure you guys are, but I got spam in my snail mail.
Snail mail spam.
You know, I
The
get
best kind.
You know what? I get these. If you want to make it larger, text messages random. I'm like, what the?
What do you need to...
What do you mean? I want to be taller.
Yeah. What are we talking about here?
I need to get my knees done.
Man, I tell you, Dr. Oz, I saw him, he was on Women's World magazine, and I was standing in line at Walmart for about 5.5 hours this afternoon checking out, and I don't like them because I worry about jobs, but you know, those like self-checkouts are just so convenient. Well, one of them was completely down, so it literally took like 3 hours to get through the lines at Walmart. So I'm just looking at all the stupid magazines. And I don't even know what magazines are real and which ones are just fake.
They're all fake.
Totally fake.
Except for...
But this Women's World, I was like, they're like, great buy, $2.16. And I'm looking and Dr. Oz is on the cover and it's like this super shoddy picture of him.
Fake.
And it's like, hey, this diet's guaranteed to make you lose weight. I'm like, how many times has he said that?
A million. It's
You know,
like coffee
literally,
bean or Garcinia Cambola.
There's this thing that you're going to try that's going to make you lose all this weight. And I probably, it's like,
Cheap.
really, if one of these works so well, why are there so many fat people in the world? Like myself.
Because
If it works so well, why am I still the way I am?
Because bad food is so delicious.
It's so good.
And cheap.
And whiskey? I mean, come on.
I'm telling you, if you want to diet, it's going to be expensive.
And it's going to be not fun.
Yeah. I mean, there's some good food out there. I won't lie.
Yeah,
me and Lisa tried keto.
Some healthy foods.
And she
keto,
found this keto recipe, and it's like there's this sashimi.
But
I don't
keto's
know.
high
It was
protein,
delicious,
isn't it?
dude.
Isn't keto high protein?
It's all protein.
Because if all I can eat is
It's
cheese
all
and meat, I'm okay.
Yeah,
I'm okay.
But then you have to do it a certain way. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's too much work. I'm lazy.
It's like, yeah, you got to think. I don't want to think. I
I'm
want to
lazy.
eat. That's why they made potato chips.
You know,
Right?
I'd rather
Tons of
cook
calories packed
spaghetti
into
than
something
just
easy.
like something, I don't know.
Right.
Although I did make this quesadilla, so it's pretty much a cheese tortilla.
Oh, yeah.
It was pretty awesome. I mean, and then you can make a pizza the same way
Hmm.
without the sauce, obviously. And,
That I
you
did
know,
not know.
if you hate your life and you want to, keto's the way to go. No, I'm just
Right.
playing. I'd rather do
If you
keto.
love your
No.
life and you just want to eat,
I'd rather do keto
man,
than, I don't know, dieting sucks.
dieting does suck. And does it really work?
It works if you want it to work.
If you want it to work. But, like, I don't know. Anyway,
If you really want it, I always tell my wife this, like, because we always talk about, oh, we're gonna lose weight, we're gonna do this, or she says the same, I say the same thing, but it's always like, how bad do you want it?
yeah.
And
See,
so
that's
it
like, I
reminds
don't
me
even
of
say
this-
that anymore because
Yeah.
I'm just like, I know I'm not going to do it.
You just kind of want it.
So what I do is like, I don't even say it. I purposely like won't eat sometimes. Like not like to like a problem
I'm not
not eating, but just like
anorexic.
I just stop eating for months on end. No, I'll just like cut a little bit out, but I don't look at it like a diet. I just look at it like I'm just not gonna do. I'm not gonna eat every minute of the day.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'll eat every other minute of the day. Like slow, steady change versus like, that's it. I'm going on a diet.
Yeah, I think
You know what I
I
mean?
think it's just how you eat.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
like-
that's big time.
You know what I mean? Like
I'm pretty
if
much
you eat
doing.
smaller portions, but it's obviously when we get older, you gotta kind of like,
I suck at that.
oh, dude,
I can put food down,
dude, you and I
Oh.
both.
but
The kids be like, I'm done, and I'm like,
yeah. The kids are like,
Bring
Dad, why'd you eat all the food? I'm like,
bring it.
no, I know it's so good, but
I don't know.
yeah, that's
Dieting
sad.
sucks.
Dieting's horrible.
We're all depressed now.
Well,
I banned this. No,
that's our podcast. Thanks for joining us.
no, but
No.
yeah, no, dieting's blows, dude.
But for those of you that
But I
figured
need
it
to do
out,
it, 'cause
that's
I'm like-
pretty awesome because it's hard. It's really.
It is hard.
It's funny how sometimes, like, when you've gotten somewhere with it, it's like, oh, that was easy. But
But
when you're
maintain-
not
it's
there,
maintaining it.
yeah, I mean, it's like you can so be in it, and then just like boom, you're off the wagon.
There was this point. This was years ago. back when we lived before we moved over here, that I was exercising every day. So at like 8 o'clock, I'd get home from school and work, and I'd go in the garage and I would work out, and I was eating good. I was just eggs in the morning. I'd make like a little salad. I was just doing the portions, and I lost a lot of, not a lot of weight. I wasn't huge, but I was like really, thinned out and stuff, and I felt good. Christmas, November,
dude,
Thanksgiving come, and it's like, I'll take a little break, and then it's like over. That little breaks lasted, I don't know, 9 years.
Yeah, that was me. That was exactly me. I went on winter break, and I was going to the gym every morning.
Winter break.
And apparently it never ended. I had to go back to work.
I'm trying to hibernate.
So that's the thing. I mean, who survives the gunshots? A fat guy. Who, if I'm in the woods, well, I can last a couple days without food.
True.
I'll be cranky as hell, but I could probably survive.
Dude, I get, like today I was mad quiet. Like, I was like, okay, at 8 in the morning before, like, as I was heading to Spokane, and I was like, I was starting closing tickets because today I can actually work on my text tickets and stuff because there was nothing else I could do to help with whatever we were doing. But I was like, dude, I am fucking starving my ass off. And I just started getting grumpy.
Yeah.
I was just like,
so that's
fuck the world.
The one
I get so angry, dude.
I
want to fight everyone.
Just get mad over random stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Blanca and I are both, that's the one area that we're, like, not super compatible. We're both angry people.
I think everyone's, me and Elise the same way.
Like, we'll finally, like, look at each other at some point and be like, are you hungry? Yeah, me too, because we just are on each other. Oh, it's so bad. But, whatever. Then you eat and it's good. So
food's good, dude.
Food is
I love food.
Fantastic. Yeah.
I don't know, man. But yeah. How was your week?
Yeah, pretty good. So in the education world, I'm a first grade teacher, for those of you that don't know. So work with the little guys. They're pretty awesome, but this pandemic, man, let me tell you.
I bet it's rough, though.
Working with first graders, everything shut down when they're in preschool.
Yeah.
So you take kids that should know how to function in the classroom.
It's very tough. Because now you're going from, like, they were in preschool where they were with kids, and now they...
Yeah. So, like, even though,
isolated.
Like, where we are, they got back into classrooms pretty quickly last year, but they were in their half-time.
Was it quickly last year?
Yeah. For the elementary schools, it wasn't good for, like, middle and high schools. They were later.
They were later.
Elementary, by mid-October, we were back.
That's right, you're right.
But only half the kids came back. They were 6 feet apart all the time. They had masks on, all this stuff. So they didn't learn anything about getting along at all. So this year it's like, hey, 3 feet apart, which really is like desk to desk. Like there's no space hardly in 3 feet. But they, there's enough to be safe, but functionally for children, they're close enough they're in each other's space and they don't know how to handle it. It's insane. I've never dealt with so many like random fights and like hitting each other. Like he kicked me. Well, he punched me in the nose. You're like,
dude, kids.
Okay, God, guys, like I want to deal with everything, but it's like every minute I'm turning around like, okay, Billy, we're gonna write you up there. Oh, Sammy, hey, you. Like I can't keep up with it. Dude. Nobody can. We're all just like running around like chickens.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of going on at JJ school. I mean, it's not so much in the classroom, it doesn't sound like, but like at recess.
Yeah. Well, we have it under control as the adults. I don't want to scare people like, oh my God, it's kids. It's not, but it's like, it's very like...
Well, no, it takes a minute for kids to get along.
Usually is. Yeah, right. They have to learn it. It's a learned skill.
It is. It's real. Being social is very...
We're social creatures, but we have to learn the intricacy of the dance.
That's where I was like against my kids being homeschooled, right? Because before.
Well, how do you learn it? How do you learn?
Before the pandemic, I know Alicia was talking about, maybe we should homeschool kids, but I was like, nah, they'll be all right, like homeschooling has its benefits. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, nothing against people that choose to do that. That's
totally the benefits I see for being in school is like you got the social interaction that you're going to use every day in your life.
Right.
Once you're homeschooled. Say you're homeschooled your whole life, there's going to come a point in your life where you're going to have to get a real job. You're going to have to be in the real world
with other people.
And it's going to be rough.
Yeah.
If you're, But then there is homeschools where it's like you go to school for like a couple hours.
Mm-hmm.
Still different to me.
Sure. But at least they're getting something.
Something,
you know,
yeah.
They're getting a little bit.
So like our daughter, our oldest, she just graduated last year. She was not homeschooled, but it was kind of homeschooled. So it's called like MCP, the program around here.
Yeah.
So she'd do a lot of stuff online at home, which worked really well for her. And then she would go to school about an hour or so a day.
Yeah.
So but for her it worked.
So in person and remote.
Yeah, but you know, even then it's just still like now you got to figure out how do you talk to people, how do you interact with people, how do you act. Right. Not that she's had that issue, but like just in general.
Well, sure, but like so I'm more of an introvert.
Yeah,
I can be very extroverted, but my core, if I'm not careful, if I just like shut myself in, they can get bad, and then it's like you almost panic going on in the world. So that's something you got to be careful about too.
I get it. My job, my team's job, they're very customer oriented, very customer in your face. I work in healthcare. They go to clinics and fix computers, whatever. So this time I've been in Spokane, I've had to do that. Mm-hmm. And so today was the day I actually had to go to customers and like talk to them.
Interact.
So for me, I haven't done that in a few years. You know, I've been supervising for, 4 or 5 years now. And I forgot what that's like to face the customers. And so I was honestly trying to resolve problems before I had to go there. Because I was like, dude, I do not want it. Because that social interaction I didn't have. I almost didn't know how to act. And so as I went and I started talking, it came back. It started coming back. I like joking around with customers. Yeah. Even if I don't know them, I think my mechanism is just to joke. And it worked out. You know, like I'm joking with these pharmacists and stuff about their issue. And, it worked out. Yeah. They had some interesting conversations, mind you. They were talking to the pharmacist who was a man, and it was crazy. I can't even remember the whole conversation. I just know there was some stuff, and I was like, all I do is sit there and shake my head. I remember when I worked at my last job, which was a school, and it was like a college, and so I would hear some crazy things from the women, which for me, I never. You hear that women, you always hear how guys talk, right? Yeah. You don't really hear how women talk until you're like one of the only guys, and then you hear how women talk. Not necessarily like about myself or anything, but like in general, just the conversations I would overhear as I'm like on the computer fixing an issue. There would be some crazy combos that I would have, and I think they would say stuff purposely because there would be times they'd be saying something, and I would just look down, and I was like,
can't say anything.
I would just smile and just keep typing, but they would see and they would laugh because I would just be like, they'd see my head shaking like, no, I don't know you guys. Like, I'd get embarrassed. Like, it was crazy.
Working in elementary school, it's a little different.
Oh, yeah,
nobody talks about anything at the elementary school.
Did you watch the latest episode?
Well, I was watching
YouTube. Well, no, it's YouTube now.
It's on YouTube. Everything. Every kid wants to be a YouTuber. By the way, if you don't know, your kid wants to be a YouTuber, just so that you know that's what your child wants to do for a future career.
What are we doing right now?
We're trying to be YouTubers.
Which you can look up our YouTube, Just Weirdly Blended, where we're going to start posting all our videos. Twitter at Just Weirdly.
Just
Twitter?
Weirdly, yeah. Amazingly, Just Weirdly Blended.
We'll throw these out there again before the end of the episode.
Yeah. Just in case you want to keep up.
I think it's Just Weirdly Blended for Instagram.
Yeah.
I just made one just recently. So.
Twitter, our handle is at Just Weirdly. So that's all that would fit. So,
which sounds cool.
I think it sounds pretty. It actually
Facebook, Just Weirdly Blended.
Yeah.
So
that's us. So why are we
there.
Just Weirdly Blended? Well, how often do you see two guys that get along this well that actually,
we share
a blended family?
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
So that's kind of our message. That's what we want to share with an audience is, maybe you're in a similar situation.
Yeah,
maybe
you can make it work.
And actually you don't get along with, but you have kids, and you want to know how you can build a relationship. I don't know that it's always something that's doable.
It isn't, because someone will hold resentment.
Two people.
Yeah,
right,
sometimes there's that resentment.
Honestly, to be willing to do it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it does.
But if you can do that, if you can make it work, it's pretty great. I mean, it's worked out, and for our kids, like that's the most important thing. For our kids, it's just been amazing because they have 2 homes,
and they do,
and all of the kids, whether they're actually involved in that particular,
like our sons think they're brothers in old sense.
They ask all the time, like, is he my brother?
I don't get it.
Just whatever you want him to be.
For us, it's like whatever. We're family. But this is my family.
So yeah, I mean, you can have that family. Too. Yeah. It may not look just like this, but it can be civil.
It's a work in progress. If you are ever in a situation where you guys share a kid, but you're not in the same relationship, don't make it about each other, but make it about your kids. A lot of couples, I think, what happens is they hold resentment and they want to hate each other, so they throw their kids in the middle,
right.
Which is the worst thing you can do, right? And I think the thing with us, we never did that. We made it about wanting to what's best for our daughter, which I think most people should do. Is like, what's best for your kid. Are we in a unique situation where we all get along really well? Yeah, I think
we lucked out. We lucked out there. We really did.
I think it's personality sometimes, really, because
We're both pretty relaxed.
We're both open-minded, chilled. Like
we're not like the hardcore alpha male.
Motherfucker, no, that's my ex. What are you doing? Yeah.
Well,
that'd be so weird.
I know. I mean, like, and
what am I gonna get?
Well, and I think it would be really hard though for people that still have like romantic interest in the other person.
I think that's where it makes it tough.
I think that's where it's like, there's
some
other stuff going on. So like, we're not trying to oversimplify it. We're fully aware this is not always the way it works. But
I think it's
just be aware
of
your kids. Like I don't know. You don't have to be best friends, but be civil.
No, you got to be fucking best friends.
Yeah. You can be best friends. This is how.
That's how it's gonna work.
This is how you're gonna be.
I don't know, man. But yeah, speaking of, we're planning to go watch the new Addams Family tomorrow. I know you guys are busy.
I don't know if we can make it. I know. But okay, nothing about the kids. Something I'm super excited about, and anybody that watched The Sopranos.
Oh, I better hide that.
Is probably no. That's our unofficial sponsor.
Unofficial sponsor is
Crown Royal.
Kirkland. No.
Kirkland brand.
But yeah,
Kirkland's great.
There's that new movie coming out.
Oh Lord, The Many Saints of Newark.
Yeah,
I waited for that movie.
Christian Bale, right?
I don't think he's in the cast. He might be. I'll have to look it up. Ray Liotta's in it. I know that.
He's in every
James Gandolfini, who played Tony Soprano. If you guys don't know, amazing. His son is playing young Tony Soprano.
Is it his son?
It's his son who's playing young Tony Soprano.
Maybe that's who I thought.
It is such a cool... I don't know. I can't even imagine what it's like to be him playing his dad's character.
What is it
such
called?
An infamous character. The Many Saints of Newark. Yeah, looks great. I just saw the preview for it. It looks fantastic. Super excited to see just what the movie is all about. I know it's the backstory of The Sopranos. If you haven't watched it, it's a mob boss who has to go to therapy.
It's his beginning stages, though.
Yeah, it's like him as younger. A kid, and it goes into his... I think the Many Saints referencing the people that were adults as he was growing up. So the people that sort of shaped Tony Soprano to who he becomes.
Oh, it's John Berthenol's in that.
So, yeah, I mean, the cast looks stellar. And it's going to preview on HBO Max, and I think it's also in theaters. But I can't wait to watch it.
Dude, it looks... and The Sopranos is a show I started watching just recently, season 1. I'm about I want to say I'm halfway done with season 1.
Yeah.
But I want to get back into it. I really like the show. It's just, man, all these other shows and stuff I started getting into, but I need to get back into it because, I don't know. Hopefully I don't need to watch the show to get the movie.
So The Sopranos, I think the movie would probably mean more if you watched the show, but if you have a foundation in who these characters are that are referenced throughout the series, because you get to know. So it's like this multi-generational mafia family, but it's always been this premise of it's like the dual family, right?
Yeah.
There's the mafia family, but then there's also the family, like the wife, the kids, grandma. And so the idea is Tony Soprano's dad died before the show started. So he references his dad He talks a lot about his dad being the mafia and all that.
Yeah.
But it's really his mom that you see, and his uncle, Junior. So you sort of watch him dealing with his mom's issues and his uncle, who's also in the mafia. And Tony's a very successful mafia boss.
I won't lie to you. I would love to. If I had to choose
a criminal organization.
it'd be the mafia.
Oh, the Italian mafia.
100%.
If I could sit at the table, I wouldn't eat pasta. And
it just seems so cool watching like Goodfellas and like The Godfather. Like the mafia just seems so classy.
It is. They
had like rules.
I mean, it was. I don't know about today.
I thought there was another movie coming out too, a mafia type movie. It's about. I forget what family it's about. It's about one of the.
I think you might be right. I'm trying to remember what. There's one of the.
But mafia is awesome.
Italian mafia. I've been into.
Yeah.
Since I was a kid,
Mafia.
Well, I first saw The Sopranos when I was like in 9th grade, and I thought I wanted to be in the FBI. And so when I first saw the first episode I ever saw, it was the 3rd season, the first episode of the 3rd season, and the whole time the FBI is surveilling Tony and trying to implant wires in his house and like following him around. And so I'm like, oh, this is a cool show. This is like the FBI going after the mafia. And then I realized, no, this is Tony Soprano. And that was just the mafia trying to bug him the whole time. You're just following the mafia. Like, you're in the mafia. You're not in the FBI.
That was sweet.
It was such a, I don't know. The show, it opened my eyes. Oh.
What?
Wrap it up. We just got to wrap it up.
What?
I know. How long have we been filming here?
Not that long.
Anyway.
Why do we gotta wrap it up?
It's been, like, I don't know, fantastic show. All right, watch The Sopranos. I can't wait to watch The Many Saints of Newark. I think it's going to be fantastic. The cast looks totally incredible.
It's been an hour. It's been an hour.
An hour. That's how long that we record. I mean, come on.
Now we record like an hour and a half.
But I think it's going to be fantastic. I can't wait to see it. It's going to be so cool.
I used to want to be in a heist.
Yeah.
I wanted to rob, like, the fuck.
Oh, no.
I can push it open. See, this is live for sure.
This is live. You guys get to
push
see
it
all
open,
things.
yeah.
There you go.
Like, is this real? Are you guys still live?
Yeah. We are, but we can... Yeah.
No, I'm going to come in.
Do you want to come in?
Yeah,
We have our very first guest.
And I'm making a special appearance.
Valerie Mercado right here. Hey!
Good job, guys.
What wine are you drinking?
Good one.
Good. Hey.
What are you guys drinking?
We're
Whiskey.
drinking none other than Crown
whiskey.
Royal. I don't know.
I know you gotta block it out.
Do we have
maybe.
a
I
shot
think
glass?
so.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Wait, did they pay for their
No, I
production?
wish they did.
Heck
This is
no.
Kirkland. For those of you who don't have
This is
Kirkland.
Walmart.
Yeah, Walmarty.
Great
Walmart
value.
brand. Great value.
Great value.
A little bit of a rip off on the
Tastes the same though.
So, yeah,
Not
well,
wrong.
good job tonight, you guys. Thanks, everybody that, they didn't crash my page. And my family,
Not.
so,
Yeah, thank you for everything.
Yeah.
I really do appreciate it.
I get paid in shots, so I'll have
We
a
can
shot.
give you a shot.
We'll give you some shots
We
for
can give you a
sure.
few shots.
Yeah.
All
You
right.
guys don't get to see any of that, so.
No, we're going to turn it off. Thank you, everybody, for listening.
Bye.
Yeah,
We'll see you
Cheers.
next time. Cheers.
Yeah, you guys have a
Good
good
job,
one.
guys. Good job.